What is Juice's next album gonna be? That's the question I want to talk about in this video, so let's just get into it. As we all know, Legends Never Die dropped earlier in 2020, like in July, and we've just kind of been waiting to see what's gonna happen next with Juice's music and everything around that. Well, after Legends Never Die originally dropped, we got Smile, and then there was kind of a break in officially released music under Juice's name. We did later end up getting some more songs, and as of recently, we've ended up getting the song on Juice's birthday, the song on the day he passed, and now we're going to be getting Bad Boy on January 15th. Now, I've kind of hinted towards this in a couple other videos, and I might have said that I was making a bigger video on it, but I want to kind of talk about when is Juice's next album, when are we getting it, and what do these songs mean for the album. I also do want to mention that like a couple days ago, or I guess like maybe a week or two ago, they announced that the documentary is coming in late, like 2021 or something like that. So I guess we'll definitely wait and see what happens with that. It'd be crazy if we end up getting that documentary before the X one, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, are the songs that they've released so far actually going to be on Juice's next album? I want to say no. I mean, Bad Boy I think has the highest chance to be on it, but I don't think Reminds Me of You, the song they released on Juice's birthday, are going to be on anything. I honestly don't think Reminds Me of You would end up on anything for Juice, even though it was marketed as Juice's song. I don't think it would end up on a Juice or Leroy project just because of the backlash for it. I could definitely be wrong, and it might, but I just don't see that happening, and for the song they released on his birthday, I wouldn't be mad or mind if they ended up on an album as long as it didn't end up on Outsiders, because I am just pretty much certain that that song was not on Outsiders in any way. But Bad Boy, on the other hand, we know was either going to be on Outsiders or Juice and Thug's album together, so I'm totally fine with that releasing, and I'm fine with that either being on Outsiders or on the Juice and Thug album Slime World. I honestly just want to see like what we're going to be getting in the future because we don't really know as of right now. Obviously, we know that One Time with Hollywood Reporter, whatever it was, talked to Bibby, and he said they're working on the new Juice album and stuff, which at the time I wasn't quite sure of just because it was so close to Legends Never Die releasing. But honestly, since we didn't get a Legends Never Die Deluxe, I can definitely see him be working on the album, especially with all these songs being released. Because obviously Bibby and everyone that's working on the album isn't just going to put out a Juice song like Remind Me of You and then think about that maybe being on an album later down the line. They're going to know before they release it if it's on an album or not. But that's like the big thing. I don't know how much backlash they would actually get if those songs ended up on an album. Like I said, I think we'd all be fine with the song that released on his birthday and being on an album. It wasn't a leak. It wasn't anything like that. It's a cool song. I just think they have to play it right. If they want to put songs like that on an album, it honestly just it can't be Outsiders. If we're looking at the backlash that the label got for Legends Never Die, and you guys might say that there was really no backlash because the majority of people just supported it, and I mean, I did support it too. I listened to the music, not necessarily because I support the choices on the album, but I mean, it's still Juice's legacy at the end of the day. It's not like they're bad songs that ended on the album. I think it was marketed and treated poorly, at least at the beginning, but looking back at it, no one really cares anymore. But I think for an easy way for the label to just avoid that is just to either drop Outsiders with what we know was going to be on a version of it and then a few other songs, or just hold off with Outsiders and then all these songs that are releasing, put them on the next album we're getting. And something I do want to mention, if you guys have seen my What Happened to the Abyss album video, I think a lot of people got the impression that that album could still be coming soon, which, I mean, anything is possible, but that main point of that video was just to say that it was an old Juice album that was supposed to come out in place of Death There's Still Love. It was supposed to be what we had instead of Death There's Still Love. Like I said, that they could still go with that concept. They could still release that. A lot could still happen with the whole Lost in the Abyss theme, but at least what that project was is a completely different thing than what we would be getting if they dropped it now. But yeah, just an easy way to avoid the hate is just to listen to the fans. I know it might not be a huge percentage of people that disliked Legends Never Die or hated on it compared to the people that did like it, but I still think it was enough for the label to not want to go through that again. I mean, they acknowledged multiple times about the hate and the backlash. I mean, that's why Bibby even did a deluxe in the first place. That's why Bibby even changed the track list a bit in the first place. A lot of that had to deal with the Juice community just being angry and frustrated about what we thought Legends Never Die was going to be. Honestly, I have hope in the label. I think this next thing we get isn't going to be bad. I haven't been a fan of all the stuff that they've done, and you guys know that if you've stuck with my channel, if you watched it throughout this whole Juice saga, but I have supported some things. I support releasing music like on Juice's birthday. I didn't support Reminds Me of You. I guess you could look at that as canceling it out because I didn't support Reminds Me of You. I didn't really support Legends Never Die just as a whole, but I still do like the songs that are on there, but just the decisions that went behind it, I didn't support. I didn't support the marketing up until it was someone saying that there was no leaks. Just all the marketing that they did right before, I don't agree with that. I wasn't a fan of that. And then again, we had like news or just some stuff was going around that we'd be getting Bad Boy in 2020 in December. I don't know if Cole said that or something, or someone at Grade A or Interscope said that, but I do remember hearing that we could be getting Bad Boy. We might be getting it in December 2020, and I know that it's coming out just very early January, and I don't care personally. And I saw a couple people disappointed or talking about it not coming out in December, but that's not a big deal. I mean, it's coming out, what, 2 weeks after December, so it's not that big of a deal. We're still going to be getting it, and I'm excited for that. And then just one more thing I did want to mention, though, is also the whole October thing that Bibby did, which was clearly just to be as vague as possible to build up hype for the Leroy Deluxe that ended up dropping, like, what, first week of November or something like that. I don't know. I'd have nothing against Bibby or the label, really. It's just, I think the way the stuff is being handled has been very poorly. But then again, there is some positives I do agree with, so that's just how I sit on the situation. But that's all for this video, guys. This is my last video of 2020, and I just wanted to make this just to kind of recap all the Juice stuff that we kind of know so far, everything that's happened this year. Obviously, I didn't get too specifically into it. I was going to go through like every song that dropped this year, like PTSD, stuff like that, but I didn't really want to go down that route because there's just really no substance behind the video. I just kind of wanted to recap everything and just close off the 2020 like Juice saga, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, for the year. I'm obviously not done making Juice videos. I'm not done with YouTube, but this is just a lot of everything that we know that we've gotten announced in 2020. If you guys are new to the channel and you do support the videos, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want, I just made a brand new second channel. Right now it's got like 130 subscribers, and I'm putting the first video out on that channel tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about Race Me to Hell by Dro Kenji, Holiday's new song, Holiday's upcoming EP, Bad Boy, and I'll talk about Whole Lotta Red by Cardi. There's just a lot of stuff on there. I'm going to be posting a video every single Friday on that channel, and then I'm also going to be uploading other types of videos like my top albums of 2020, my 2020 recap, stuff like that. So if you want to check that channel out, link is in the description down below. Also have an Instagram, guys, that's at ComplexProductions999. We're getting close to 600 followers, so if you want to check that out, you can. Also have a Twitter, that's Complex Discuss, and a SoundCloud where I repost your guys' music. I make a new playlist every single month to what I'm listening to. Links to everything's in the description down below. And thank you guys so much for almost 10,000 subscribers. This was an amazing year, and I can't wait to see what we do in 2021. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.